Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Vidya's Blissful Gardens. So let's take a look at what's happening in our garden in March. Well, this year, most part of the March it was raining. Yes, it does rain a lot in Manchester, UK, but not like this. Day after day, there's rain, sleet, hail, everything. Spring came early this year when there was warm weather around February, but then things got worse. This is how it was last year, March. But look at this. What a difference. Forget gardening, but this year I couldn't even get out to take a proper look and survey what's going on in the garden. This video was done when there was a few hours break just to check on the plants and see what's going on. We have a lot of camellias in our garden, and this one is called Donation, and it's about 35 years old. Quite old one, but it puts on such a good show in spring. And this blood red color, it's not that old, probably about 25 years old. Very bright, great color and compact, good form, and I like this very much. Some people prune these plants, but I rarely prune them. My garden is a very informal garden and I just let them grow unless they're coming in the way, and then I prune them. This white one is only 1 year old. I bought it last year. Not many flowers, but it's still young. Now this one is a gem. Very good tomato color, compact form. This year it has so many flowers and still has a lot of buds. Hopefully they will open. I put this in a corner by the garden seat. I deliberately planted this there because we can have a closer look from the garden seat, which we use to have a sip of coffee or tea when we sit there. Well, that didn't happen yet this year. Camellias grow well in foothills of Himalayas, cool places like Japan and China and Europe. They grow in US as well, but I have not seen very great display. These plants love acidic soil and they belong to the tea family, Teaceae. Our tea plant is Camellia sinensis, and many ornamental camellias that are grown for the flowers belong to the group Camellia japonica. This blood red camellia is about 35 years old, and I didn't know very much about this variety, and I didn't know that it can grow up to 20 feet high. Here it is a little bit stunted because of the magnolia next to it. A lot of people say that the camellias don't flower properly and some don't flower at all, but that all depends on the pH of the soil. The soil has to be acidic, otherwise the camellias won't flower. There are lots of buds on the magnolias. This is Magnolia stellata, star-shaped, and it's a white one. And hopefully they will flower soon, maybe in April. I put chicken wire on the pots with the spring bulbs to stop squirrels digging them up. But generally, spring bulbs this year in the pots are looking pathetic. And I blame the weather for it because nothing else changed. And this row of yellow dwarf daffodils and blue grape hyacinths were being planted together for contrasting colors, but unfortunately they're flowering at different times and not together. Not very pleased about it. This is a wild primrose, quite hardy one. And here we have roses that are having new shoots. Again, too early, and the clematis also is having buds in March. It's not supposed to have buds now. Again, I think it's because of the weather playing tricks on the plants. This is a real tea plant, but it's looking quite pathetic. So no chance of tea from this one. This is evergreen clematis in the alleyway. It was climbing onto an arch, and two different arches bent over and broke because of the weight of the creeper. It grows rapidly and becomes heavy. So unless you have a strong pergola with wood, don't buy it because it becomes too heavy. Because it's evergreen, the leaves won't drop off in winter, and if it's covered with snow, that's it. The whole thing will collapse. And this one is supposed to be scented, and there's no scent. And this is our front garden, and it's full of camellias. Well, forsythia, for a change, is looking delightful right now with bright yellow flowers. And yes, it does not long last, and it sits there looking silly for the rest of the year. But right now, it's great. Double camellias with smaller petals in the center are really delightful. And because they are so compact and full of petals, when it rains, it means that, or when it snows, they become very heavy and they drop. And because we had hail as well this year, pelting the plants down, some of the branches are bent over, as you can see, and sometimes they break as well. Lots of flowers have already dropped and they're on the ground now. Well, I might as well let you know how we get so many flowers. My husband feeds these plants twice a year, once in March and April, and once in October with acid liquid feed. Just put 1 tablespoon of the liquid feed in 1 gallon of water, and that's all they need. If you have clay or alkaline soil, you can change it by using a lot of topsoil mixed with horse manure and use leaf mulch as well. This is a variegated camellia, and 2 different types have been grafted onto one plant, as you can see. This is a cream one, and there's a red one as well in the back on a different stem, but it's just one plant. This is a semi-double camellia. In the center, you can see stamens, a group of stamens, and the flower is really big, the size of my palm. So, and this is very big bush as well. It's quite high and needs pruning, but it's too tall for me to climb ladders and prune it. So it's growing anyhow it likes. And this one is the same as the one in the back garden that you saw by the garden seat. It's same one, but this one is special to me because my brother-in-law, who is no more, has given it to me as a gift. And I really, really cherish it. Beautiful flowers, very compact, good form, and it flowers in abundance. Here and there scattered in the garden we have some daffodils, nothing much, but take a look at this pieris. This is also called forest fire, and it's so called because it has red beautiful shoots, new leaves that actually look like flowers. But right now it has no new shoots, but it has bunches of these creamy white flowers. They're small and cute and look like little bulbs. And by the time new shoots and these red shoots come up, then these little flowers will drop off. So I hope you enjoyed our garden tour in March, and we'll meet again in another colorful garden video. So please like, share and subscribe, and thank you for watching.